You see, after you hit 50, you may find yourself faced with new and unexpected health concerns. This is because the risk of certain medical conditions increases in older adults, such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure. Additionally, older adults are less likely to be as physically active as younger adults and experience various body and brain changes associated with aging. Beyond this, the metabolism can naturally slow as we age. So, what was once a healthy diet that allowed you to maintain your weight can slowly become calorically too high, leading to the numbers on the scale creeping up as the years go by. The 10 worst foods to eat after 50. Number 1. Fried foods. Although fried foods can be delicious, they are full of saturated fats, which can contribute to heart disease, especially as we age. Fried foods are also often higher in calories, increasing the risk for weight gain. They're also heavier, that is, they stick around in the stomach for longer than most other foods. That means these foods can lead to heartburn or indigestion more often, or indigestion more often or more intensely. Both of these uncomfortable conditions, unfortunately, tend to increase as we age. Number 2. Sugar-packed beverages. Packaged drinks like bottled coffee beverages, processed juices and sodas are often high in sugar and provide little nutritional value. Cutting out these types of drinks is typically a no-brainer for anyone eager to improve their health. This especially goes for older adults who tend to have smaller appetites, making it crucial to focus on nutrient-dense options when it comes to eating and drinking. Not only are sugar-filled beverages a source of empty calories, but they can also be a cause or worsen chronic diseases that become more prevalent with age. Number 3. Instant meals. Instant and frozen meals are convenient, pre-portioned, easy to prepare and often affordable, making them very appealing, especially as we age. Unfortunately, they are designed for convenience rather than health. Even packaged foods that claim to be healthier can contain too much sodium, hidden fats, added sugar, as well as fillers or stabilizers. The sodium content in instant meals is particularly of concern after the age of 50, considering its impact on heart health and blood pressure. A diet high in sodium, over 2,300 milligrams a day, can cause water retention in many people in an attempt to flush out the extra sodium. This can lead to excess strain on the heart, kidneys, and vessels, leading to a rise in blood pressure. Number 4. Ultra-processed foods. Most of the food we eat is processed, but it's the ultra-processed foods that can be detrimental to a healthy diet. This includes many ready-to-eat processed food items like cakes, chips, condiments, deli meats and packaged snacks, which commonly add food coloring, sodium preservatives and additives which have been tied to all sorts of health risks. Even more, many processed foods are low in, or void of, fiber and nutrients like potassium or magnesium, and they tend to be calorically dense, with a lot of fat and salt. Additionally, some of the preservatives, like nitrates, may be harmful in high amounts, perhaps leading to premature aging of cells in the body. Number 5. Excess alcohol. Most alcohol is full of calories and sugars. While there is some evidence that drinking wine can be beneficial, most studies suggest limiting that to 1 glass per day. Drinks with a larger alcohol content can also become harder for the body to process, especially as we age. This can, in turn, lead to greater hangover effects, as well as causing damage to your liver and kidney. Alcohol is also a diuretic, meaning it can exacerbate the need to use the bathroom several times during the night, which can disrupt sleep pattern. Number 6. Breakfast toaster pastries. A typical toaster pastry can have 190 calories or more, lots of added sugar, and not much protein or fiber. Protein plays a key role in preventing the slow, progressive loss of lean muscle mass that commonly occurs with aging, plus it helps stop weight gain by triggering the release of satiety hormones that increase the feeling of fullness and decrease appetite. A high-protein breakfast may improve blood sugar control and insulin levels after eating carbohydrates, such as white bread, potentially reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes over time. For a better breakfast, the National Institute on Aging recommends selecting foods high in nutrients yet relatively low in calories, and including several food groups. For example, good choices would be an egg or two for protein, plus a slice of whole grain bread and some berries. Number 7. Fatty lunch meats. A 1 ounce Oz. Serving of hard salami, for example, can have about 115 calories and more than 9 g of fat, much of which is saturated fat. The biggest problem with saturated fat is that it's proven to raise bad cholesterol, increasing the risk of heart disease, according to the American Heart Association. Aha! What's more, the World Health Organization has long recommended limiting consumption of salami and other processed meats because they've been linked to another big killer, colorectal cancer. Why isn't clear. It may be due to the meat's high fat content, to preservatives added during processing, or to a combination of factors. Fill your sandwich instead with grilled or roasted boneless, skinless chicken breast. In comparison to hard salami, a much larger serving, 3.5 Oz cooked, has about 165 calories and less than 3.6 g of fat, most of which is not saturated. Number 8. White chocolate. Compared with its confectionery cousin, dark chocolate, white chocolate can claim little to no health benefits. White chocolate isn't even chocolate. It's mostly vegetable fat and added sugar. A 1.4 Oz bar of white chocolate contains about 230 calories, 16 g of fat and 20 g of sugar. Dark chocolate, on the other hand, contains cocoa solids, which boast lots of beneficial antioxidants called flavonols, which are linked to a lower risk for heart disease. Flavonols also help lower blood pressure by relaxing the blood vessels and improving blood flow. They also are associated with a lower risk of insulin resistance. So even though dark chocolate's calorie and fat content is similar to that of white chocolate, dark chocolate can actually be good for you. Go ahead and indulge in dark chocolate, but choose 70% or higher cacao dark chocolate to obtain the most flavonols. And know that a little bite will suffice. Most studies that have measured the healthful benefits of dark chocolate used serving sizes of 1 to 3 Oz daily, according to Cleveland Clinic Wellness. Number 9. Ribeye steak. Depending on how it's cooked, ribeye is one of the fattiest meats. It's marbled with fat and gristle. In fact, a 4 Oz boneless rib eye steak can provide 16 g of fat, much of it saturated. If you need a beef fix, choose leaner cuts of meat such as top round steak or New York strip steak. A 4 Oz New York is approximately 7 g of fat, quite a bit less than the ribeye. Number 10. Candy bars. Affixing the word protein can make any bar sound like a healthy snack, but don't be fooled. Too often, that protein bar is really just an incognito candy bar loaded with calories and too much added sugar. If you love protein bars for the convenience and want to ensure you get a good for-you snack, choose one that's high in protein and low in sugar.